Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students of first secondary, today's video inshallah will be on April revision. The units covered 7, 8, 9 and 10. Inshallah we'll discuss together 5 model tests. They consist of 10 questions, 5 of them on grammar and the other 5 on vocabulary. With you today, Mr. Ayman MAhgoub. The model test 1. Of course, all the questions will be choose. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. 1. To be careful about your personal cleanliness means to take care of your hygiene, sanitation, infection, feedback. Of course, there is a big difference between hygiene and sanitation. Hygiene means personal cleanliness, النظافة الشخصية. But sanitation means public cleanliness. And the question, to be careful about your personal cleanliness, so the answer will be hygiene. Number 2, The Treasure Island is an exciting novel. The antonym of exciting is boring, thrilling, amazing, tiring. Of course, exciting means مثير and it is the same word as thrilling. So you cannot choose thrilling. And amazing is near in meaning. Tiring, متعب, exhausted, ملهاش علاقة بالجملة خالص. So the antonym of exciting is boring. Exciting شيء مثير, boring ممل. Number 3, it's easy for students to learn from distant places. By space learning, offline learning, connected, disconnected, and online. Of course, online learning, التعلم عبر الإنترنت. It's easy for students to learn from distant places, من أماكن بعيدة, by online learning. 4, modern technology makes our life easier nowadays. Modern technology did, made, gave, spent our life easier. Of course, it's made our life easier. Made هنا with the meaning of يجعل. Modern technology made يعني جعلت our life easier. To make something adjective. Make something adjective. Or make someone adjective. يعني he made me happy. They made him sad. I made the room clean, and so on. 5, my father travels to Saudi Arabia tomorrow morning. His flights takes space at 7 a.m. Of course, we put take in the present simple because it's timetable or schedule. It's the timetable of the flight. And we need take off. Take off means يقلع. حركة الطيارة بتتسمى إقلاع or taking off. So his flight takes off at 7 a.m. The opposite of take off is lands. Land تهبط. يبقى the flight takes off at 7 or the plane lands at 7. تهبط. Number 6, space when it started to rain. When it started to rain. Of course, if I have the word when, so I'll use hardly or scarcely or barely. But I cannot use no sooner because no sooner takes than, not when. ومع ذلك كل الانسرز بتاعتنا اصلا contains hardly. So number A, we hardly had gone. No, we put hardly between had and the past participle. It should be we had hardly gone out. So number A is wrong. Number C, hardly, I began with hardly. And we know if we begin with the word hardly, it should followed by inversion. Inversion تقديم وتأخير يعني question order. يعني ما ينفعش تقول لي hardly we had gone out. ممكن أقول hardly had we gone out. And this is number C. Number C, hardly had we gone out. طيب what about the number D? We had gone hardly out. اتفقنا ان hardly between had and gone. So hardly سواء hardly أو scarcely أو barely أو no sooner كمان ليهم two position. إما between had and the past participle، يعني أقول we had hardly gone out، أو at the beginning of the sentence. لو كانوا at the beginning of the sentence يبقى they are followed by inversion، بيجي وراهم inversion تقديم وتأخير، يعني ببدأ بالhelping verb في الأول كأنها question. Number 7. If he stays taller, he would join the basketball team. Would join. طالما عندي would join, would plus infinitive, so it's the second type. And the second type, if is followed by past simple, so you cannot use has or is or had been. It should be were. Okay. طيب لو is كنت أقول if he is taller he will join. طيب لو had been كنت قلت if he had been taller he would have joined. Okay. 8. Our geography teacher said that the Nile space the fields now. Okay. طيب هنا I have طبعا it's indirect sentence. ليه indirect؟ أنا عندي said that مفيش quotation marks مفيش inverted commas, so it's indirect. طيب طالما indirect يبقى المفترض ال present يبقى past، بس في نفس الوقت now كانت المفترض تبقى then. طيب طالما ما غيرناش من now ل then يبقى المفترض افكر في الجمله شويه. تاني، المفترض ان now دي تكون then، انا ما غيرتش now ل then، معنى كده ان انا مش مغيرش كمان التنس. طب ليه ما غيرش التنس؟ because it's a fact. احنا عارفين ان في حالات معينه we do not make back shift، مش بعمل back shift بتاع التنسز. امال بعمل ايه؟ بسيب التنس والاكسبريشنز اوف تايم اند بليس زي ما هي بالظبط. ليه؟ لاني بتكلم عن فاكت. اول حاجه ما بغيرش فيها التنسز والاكسبريشنز لما بتكلم عن فاكت، ودي السنتنس اللي قدامي. Our geography teacher said that the Nile doesn't flood the fields now. هو الراجل الجيوغرافي تيتشر قال the Nile doesn't flood the fields now. طب انا لما غير التنسز السنتنس من دايركت لاندايركت ما ينفعش اقول the Nile didn't flood. ما هو didn't flood يعني ما كانش بيفيد ودلوقتي بيفيد، ابقى غيرت المينينج خالص. بس بما اني بتكلم عن fact we do not change the tenses. Number 9. This man has coronavirus. You space greet him and invite him for a drink. الراجل عنده كورونا فيروس، يبقى you space greet him تحييه او تسلم عليه and invite him for a drink كمان. لا تفتكروا don't have to، needn't to، mustn't، shouldn't. هو اكيد مش هتكون needn't to. ليه؟ لان اصلا الاستراكشر ده غلط، مفيش needn't to. needn't بس مفيش needn't followed by to. اوكي، يبقى مش هتكون بيه خالص. طيب نمبر 8 don't have to يعني you are not obliged to، يعني انت مش مضطر، يعني مش مضطر ان انت تحييه وتدعوه. لا انا مش بتكلم في عدم اضطرار، ده انا بتكلم ان ما ينفعش. طيب shouldn't، لا shouldn't دي ماشيه في سكه advice، يعني انا بنصحه بس، لكن انا هنا في عندي danger. احنا اتفقنا لو في خطر معين، لو هيترتب على حاجه عقوبه، هيترتب عليها مرض، هيترتب عليها حاجه، يبقى دي هقول mustn't. you mustn't to greet him and invite him for a drink. سامع حد عايز يقول لي بس mustn't دي للرولز واللو. لا مش شرط للرولز واللو. تمام، ده prohibition منع او تحريم. عايز اقول يعني you are forbidden او it's not right to do something. تمام. Number 10. They had taken مفترض واحده فيهم has يعني took a bus to their hotel after they had arrived. After is followed by past perfect, so it's preceded by. الجملة اللي قبلها بتبقى past simple. What is the past simple of take? It's took. Okay. ينفع take بس take دي present، وهاد arrived past perfect. ايه علاقة ال past perfect بالبريزنت؟ ده بين الباست بيرفكت والبريزنت في تنسز كتير. الباست بيرفكت فيه بعده باست سمبل، وبعد كده بريزنت بيرفكت لغايه ما نوصل للبريزنت سمبل. ما ينفعش نفس السنتنس تبقى فيها باست بيرفكت او باست عموما مع present. ما ينفعش نفس الجملة يبقى فيها past مع present، ما ينفعش. اوكي، ال present attracts present وال past attracts past. طب ليه مش had taken؟ ما ازاي had taken و had arrived؟ يعني يبقى عندي جملتين past perfect في نفس التنس؟ ازاي؟ ده انا بميز الفيرست اكشن بانه بيبقى past perfect، السكند اكشن ما ينفعش كمان يبقى past perfect. تمام؟ طيب this is model test 1. Now the model 2. Number 1, hardworking space success, has success, brings, does, takes. طبعا brings success. brings means يجلب بيجيب، يبقى hard working brings success. العمل الجاد brings بيجلب معه أو بيجيب النجاح. When you arrive at your house, you should take your shoes off. take off. take off زي ما قلنا يقلع أو يخلع ملابسه أو جزء من ملابسه، ممكن الشوز كمان. طيب هو أقول take your shoes off ولا take off your shoes؟ both of them are right. ينفع تقول لي take your shoes off أو take off your shoes. أوكي؟ تمام. لأن your shoes هنا noun، إنما إذا كان عندي pronoun يبقى ما ينفعش غير لما أقول take them off، ما ينفعش take off them. فاهمين؟ يبقى أنا إذا بتكلم على noun يبقى الناون ده مكانه flexible، ممكن بين take أو بين الفيرب وبين البروبوزيشن، وممكن after the preposition. لكن لو كان عندي pronoun زي it أو them مثلا يبقى take it off أو take them off، ما ينفعش take off it أو take off them. Okay. Number 3, information about how well or badly you did. المعلومات اللي بتقول انت how well قد ايه كنت كويس or how badly you did is called feedback. feedback هتلاقوا معنى العربي بتاعها التغذية الراجعة. يعني ايه بقى؟ نقدر نقول الريزلت او الرياكشن. تمام؟ انا لما اشوف درجات طالب معين ده بالنسبة لي بيبقى فيدباك، بقدر ان انا احلل كده هو احنا الشرح ولا هو حضوره ولا ايه المشكله بالظبط اللي خلت الدرجات دي تبقى موجوده، واقدر اغير ايه واقدر احسن ايه. عشان كده بنعمل تيستس او مانثلي تيستس. يبقى فيدباك تقدر تقول عليها ان هي الرياكشن رد الفعل، او نقدر نقول عليها الريزلت النتيجه يعني. ده الانفورميشن how well or badly you did. 4, politeness, carefulness, cleanliness, carelessness is the cause of many car accidents. ده السبب بتاع many car accidents. ممكن يكون مثلا politeness الأدب هو سبب حوادث كتير، مش عارف، لا صعب قوي. تمام. طيب carefulness الحذر سبب حوادث، لا صعب برضه. طيب cleanliness النظافة سبب حوادث كتير، يعني هيتزحلق على صابونة مثلا ويعمل حادثة، برضه ملهاش علاقة. لكن ممكن carelessness اللي هو الإهمال. It's the opposite of carefulness. Okay. 5, less هنا بتعمل نيجاتيف للسنتنس. تمام. يبقى lifeless عدم الحياة. Okay. lifeless has the same meaning as of course dead. تمام. بما ان lifeless عدم الحياة يعني it's the same meaning as dead. 6, Space watched the match. He felt happy as his team won 2-0. طيب watched والله كان المفروض تبقى السنتنس after he had watched، بس احنا عارفين ان عندنا alternatives، عندنا بدائل كتير لافتر، منهم زي ما اتفقنا دلوقتي after he had watched. طب ممكن اقول on watching، ممكن اقول after watching، ممكن اقول as soon as he had watched، وممكن كمان نقول having watched. يعني having دي بديل لايه؟ after subject had. يعني ممكن تقول لي after I had studied او having studied، after he had eaten او having eaten. Okay. 7, what you would have done من غير ما اقرا الجمله. what you would ازاي؟ لا what you would دي مش question خالص، وانا عندي هنا question mark at the end of the sentence، يبقى مش هقول what you would. what you would دي صعبه خالص. طيب نمبر بي what done you، لا done you ازاي؟ done دي مش helping verb، واحنا بين الquestion word وبين السبجكت المفترض استخدم helping verb. طيب what would done have you، what would done have you لا مفترض what وبعدين would وبعدين السبجكت. So it's number D. What would you have done? What would you have done if you had seen a snake in front of you? And it's the third case of if. دي third conditional، الحالة الثالثة after if past perfect and the other sentence اللي هي المين clause، الجملة الأساسية بتبقى would have past participle. 8. I asked my friend when he buys had bought would buy has bought his new laptop. It was wonderful. بما ان السنتنس indirect يبقى خلاص مش هينفع تبقى الجمله present، فبالتالي ما ينفعش تقول لي buys لان كانت هتتغير وتبقى bought. ما ينفعش نمبر دي تقول لي has bought لانها كانت هتتغير وتبقى had bought. So you can say had bought and would buy. انا هنا بتكلم in general كجمله indirect. لكن لما كمل بقيه السنتنس بيقول it was wonderful. was wonderful يبقى الجمله في البوست ما ينفعش معاها would، يبقى الرايت انسر is had bought. Number 9. I recommend going to the book fair this year. It's amazing. Recommend لما بعمل recommendation يعني تزكية أو توصية، يعني أنا برشح حاجة معينة. So I recommend going معناها you should go، لازم تروح. طيب ولو كان في must كانت تنفع كمان، must بستخدمها للريكومنديشن. طيب have to لا have to go دي يبقى في obligation، يعني لازم تروح وإلا هيترتب ضرر أو عقاب. اوكي you mustn't go ازاي mustn't go وانا بقول له I recommend going و aren't allowed to is the same meaning as mustn't. Number 10. if drink too much coffee، المفترض هنا if I يا شباب، في I هنا ناقصة. if I drink too much coffee I usually face a headache. طبعا if I drink يبقى هنا ممكن تكون first conditional أو zero conditional، يعني إما first conditional وأقول will get أو zero conditional وأقول get بس، يبقى would get ما تنفعش و got ما تنفعش. أوكي بس بما إنه بيقول لي usually so he's talking about a fact، يبقى I usually get it's zero. بس يا مستر احنا عارفين ان zero دي بتبقى for facts general facts، لا مش شرط general، دي fact بالنسبة لي. يعني الراجل بيقول if I drink too much coffee I usually get headache. بالنسبة له هو دي حقيقة إنه لو أخد كافي كتير بيحس بصداع. واحد ديابيتك، واحد مريض سكر، فبقول إيه if he eats much sugar أو much sweets he gets ill، بيعيا. هو دي general fact مش general fact، بس بالنسبة له هو fact. تمام بالنسبة له هو general fact مش عام على كل الناس، عليه هو شخصيا. تمام طيب number 10 so it will be a get. طيب model test 3 the government gave orders to space people from their homes because of fire. because of fire بسبب الحريقة، يبقى في هنا مشكلة، فعشان في مشكلة بنعمل ايه evacuation. evacuation يعني ايه اخلاء، اوكي تهجير. هنا السنتنس the government gave orders to evacuate عشان تخلي او ترحل people from their homes because of the fire. 2. It's easy for you to reach any place using GPS. GPS هنا are the abbreviation for طبعا Global Positioning System. GPS اللي بنستخدمه ده معناه أو هو short form for Global Positioning System. يعني إيه؟ يعني نظام تحديد المواقع العالمي. Global كوني أو عالمي، positioning تحديد موقع، system نظام، يبقى global positioning system نظام تحديد المواقع العالمي. Number 3. You should empty your bins daily as they would be homes for. لازم أول بأول تنظف الباسكتس بتاعة الربش ليه؟ عشان ده هيكون لو ما عملتش كده هتكون هوم فور هايجين. لا، هوم فور هايجين ازاي؟ ده في بنز او في rubbish. طيب for illness، for damage، for bacteria طبعا. يبقى ده هيكون بيت للبكتيريا، معقل للبكتيريا. طبعا دي يا جماعه الجواب غلط. لحظه. بكتيريا تمام. To check your students understanding you should always get their لسه قايلين feedback. لازم تاخد الفيدباك بتاعهم. ايه الفيدباك بتاعهم؟ الرياكشن بتاعهم. تمام. الريزلت of what you have done. After his graduation، بعد التخرج بتاعه، my older brother apply for، طبعا it's an expression، it's a phrasal verb. تمام. apply for a job يتقدم لوظيفة. بنيجي من apply بنقول application اللي هو تقدم بطلب يعني، او الطلب نفسه. بنقول applicant الشخص اللي متقدم بطلب. Maya is getting fat. يا ساتر يا رب. She must، don't have to، should، shouldn't eat too much rice. بما انها getting fat يبقى she shouldn't eat too much rice. ما يصحش يعني تنصح بانها ما تاكلش much rice. must يبقى لازم، ده كده حد عايز يوديها في داهيه. she don't have to اصلا ما ينفعش she don't، المفترض she doesn't حتى لو كانت تيجي يعني. should برضو advice، مش مكان advice هنا، لان انها تاكل too much rice ده شيء inadvisable لا ينصح به. تمام. 7 if it had been، تمام، if it had been يبقى دي third condition الحالة الثالثة. if it had been warm and sunny yesterday I طبعا would have gone بما انها third conditional. امال امتى كنت اقول جو؟ لو كانت zero conditional. طيب might go لو كانت first او second. will go لو كانت first. تمام. فانا عندي هنا would have gone لاني عندي had been. 8 Mayar said that there is, where, are, will be a lot of small forms it's plural. عشان plural يبقى مش هتكون is. اوكي نكمل بقى. near her grandparents house. طيب بما انها said that يبقى الجمله indirect. من indirect يبقى لازم ما تبقاش present، يعني ما ينفعش اقول are. ما هي are دي في الindirect كانت هتبقى where. طب will مع الindirect هتبقى would، يبقى الرايت answer is where. 9 Dina living، has lived، had lived، was living in Hurghada before she moved to Alexandria. عندي before و after before past simple يبقى before past perfect which is had lived. ده first action. People aren't allowed to غير مسموح لهم to enter here without permission. In case we don't have any permissions we mustn't enter. طبعا ما هو mustn't يعني we are not allowed to do something أو it's forbidden to do something. Okay, it's against the law, it's illegal. تمام. طيب model 4 we need advancing advances technology. والله من غير ما اكمل technology it's a noun. Before the noun I should have adjective, so we need advanced technology. Muhammad often call me in يعني يطلب. تمام. call me in يطلب. Muhammad always call me in for a chat. He is my friend, my best friend. 3 a robot, application, vehicle, GPS is a machine. تمام. that طبعا طالما machine يبقى مش application. that can move تمام and do some jobs تمام controlled by a computer. بما انها machine مش application. بما انها can move يبقى مش GPS. بما انها do some jobs وكمان controlled by computer so it's a robot انسان آلي. an injured person needs space help. برضو عندي هنا help noun قبل النون محتاج adjective بس كلهم adjectives. تمام. بس بما انه injured يبقى محتاج medical help، عناية او رعاية او مساعدة صحية. 5 after his graduation he wanted to be employed. the antonym العكس المضاد of employed يبقى unemployed يبقى غير شغال أو dismissed مطرود. Okay. If you space a stone, you will break the window. You will break the window. It's a first conditional. First conditional. يبقى after if I use the present simple, the present simple with you is throw. 7. It's too late. The children shouldn't, should, mustn't, has to. Children يبقى مش هتكون has to لأن children plural و has to for singular. They have a long school day tomorrow. عندهم يوم طويل جدا بكرة. يبقى they should sleep. لازم يناموا. مش هقول they shouldn't المفروض ما يناموش ولا mustn't ممنوع. Okay. 8. She asked her uncle. طالما asked her uncle how long, it's indirect question. Indirect question. طيب indirect يبقى انا في اكتر من حاجه محتاجها. اولا تغيير من present ل past يبقى بالتالي ما ينفعش does he stay لان does دي المفترض تبقى did. he has لا has دي المفترض تبقى had. يبقى انا عندي he had stayed or did he stay. بما اني خليت الجمله indirect يبقى انا عايز الستيتمنت اوردر ترتيب الجمله الخبريه مش ترتيب سؤال. انا ما بقتش بسال خلاص ده انا بحكي السؤال وكمان ما عنديش question mark ببساطه. يبقى he had stayed. 9. Ola was tired this morning because she spaced well the night before. He was tired. وفي حاجة حصلت the night before. قبل was tired. So it should be past. فبالتالي مش هينفع hasn't slept. تمام. طيب بما إنها قبل was tired it should be past perfect. Past perfect يبقى hadn't slept. يبقى Ola was tired ليه؟ Because she hadn't slept well the night before. 10. If I had found, have found, find, found a wallet, I would look, would plus infinitive يبقى second conditional. Second conditional يبقى after if past simple it's found. Okay. The last model test 5. When Muhammad Salah entered the match, he spaced a difference. We have expression called make a difference. Make a difference يعني بيعمل فرق. يبقى he made a difference because the sentence is in the past. They are well to do. Well to do من الفوكاب اللي موجودة عندنا في اليونتس. Well to do يعني rich غني. Well to do ثري مبسوط ميسور الحال. يبقى they are well to do people. This means that they are sure. They are wealthy. Healthy بصحة كويسة. Valuable قيم. Generous كريم. لكن wealthy ثري. 3. You should listen carefully to your teacher and write space what he says. Write down means write down يدون يكتب ملاحظات يكتب وراه. 4. To communicate with other people online is to chat. Sure, chat يدردش. 5. My father taught me how to ride a bike easily. taught هنا معناها ايه؟ تعالوا ناخد كده من الاخر. employed لا employee يوظف وتوت يعلم لا بعيد شويه. understood يفهم لا بعيد. obtain لا يبقى هو educated. educate يعلم is the same meaning as teach. يبقى taught educated. if you feel like the place feel like feel present يبقى دي ممكن تبقى zero أو first. لو zero يبقى stay. لو first يبقى can. يبقى احنا بنستبعد would stay will have stayed. okay. طيب هو مش بيتكلم in general so it's the first type can stay. 7. when طارق saw أحمد he remembered that. طارق هنا عمل 3 حاجات. شاف أحمد وبعدين افتكر وبعدين افتكر ان ايه ان هو قابله قبل كده. تعالوا نرتب ده ترتيب لوجيك بعيد عن الجملة. يبقى طارق شاف أحمد وبعدين افتكر ان هو شافه قبل كده. اول حاجه حصلت في التايم لاين بتاع حياه طارق ايه هنا؟ انه شافه قبل كده وبعدين شافه تاني فايه فافتكر. يبقى انا عايز اقول بنرتب الاكشنز ترتيب لوجيكالي مش على حسب انه جاي في الجمله ازاي. وغالبا بيجي بعد كلمات زي remember that افتكر ان forgot نسي. تمام. discovered اكتشف. found out اكتشف. دي كلمات بنقول عليها افعال الاستدراك، اللي واحد يستدرك كده ويفتكر حاجه قديمه. تمام. يبقى لما طارق سو احمد he remember that they اكيد past perfect لان ده الفيرست اكشن، يبقى had met. لمياء said that it's indirect. طالما indirect مش هينفع تبقى wants ولا has wanted ولا is wanting و is wanting، دي اصلا ما تنفعش مطلقا، لان want ده stative verb والstative verbs cannot be used in continuous tenses، فما فيش حاجه اسمها is wanting اصلا. وhas wanted طبعا لانها present ما ينفعش، wants لانها present ما ينفعش. الجمله indirect يعني المفترض ان هي اتحولت from present to past، يبقى wanted. 9. It's against the law. Against the law ضد القانون، يعني حاجة illegal to smoke here. You are forbidden to do it. تمام؟ يبقى you space smoke needn't، انت مش مضطر يعني تدخن، لا طبعا. Don't need to is the same meaning as needn't، انت مش مضطر. shouldn't دي لما بنتكلم في ان احنا خايف على صحتك يعني. لكن انا بقول لك against the law يبقى mustn't smoke. The last sentence in model 5 and the last sentence in the revision. If I were you, if I were you, it's a second conditional, so it should be followed by would, could, might, so the answer will be would. Well, meaning you should. If I were you, I would listen. ده معناها you should listen. If I were you, I would listen to my father's advice not to travel alone. That has the same meaning as you shouldn't listen to, you should listen to your father's advice not to travel alone. Thank you very much for watching and good luck. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.